ये छोटी बच्ची इसके नहीं माइक बंद करते भाई। देसी है डटी मार्वल नहीं चलते हैं। हाँ आ रहा है। डीसी डिस्कॉर्ड इतना ही तो क्यों हो रहा है इसका साउंड? हेलो डेडपुल इन गेम वॉइस बंद कर। डिस्कॉर्ड पे इन गेम वॉइस बंद।
Here we go! The Retros versus the Live Wires. It's happening, folks. Don't blink!
Get ready, viewers. It's all about grit, glory, and staying alive in this CNS-crafted chaos.
Survival of the fittest, or the sneakiest, or the luckiest.
Sonar grenade out! Throwing...
A solid performance, but their opponents won't back down.
The Retros took control last round. One more and they'll secure the match. Well, hello there. It's me, June. You...
the Vogues, the Mighty, and finally, the Ultra Rares. The stage is set. It's showtime. In Quick Cash, it's all about the rush for riches. The team that gathers enough cash first will seal the win.
Right you are, Scotty. Time to turn up the heat in this thrilling cash quest. Our teams have now formally introduced themselves as we've got our first elimination of the match.
No more niceties out there.
It's all business from here.
Took him out. Reloading. Enemy down.
We've hit our first team wipe and it's a showstopper.
What now? The mighty are back in action. Getting you back up. Those are trying to leave their mark. They're unlocking Vault 1.
A contestant is on a roll, people. They're moving from one elimination to the next.
Another misstep on the runway for the Vogues. Team wipe. The mighty swooped up a cash box. The Vogues have returned to the arena. The mighty show strength and start the first cash out of this round. Team wipe.
It seems they couldn't find their runway.
I guess that cash out isn't going anywhere. Nice anti-theft play. The mighty are back in play.
They'll be coming for payback. The ultra rares better stay alert. Isaac Newton would not be happy with this. Everything from contestants to grenades are going to move differently.
What a way to open the match. The mighty land the first cash out.
Just look at those proud faces, Scotty. What a show.
Got one of them! The mighty got the cash box.
A contestant is really cutting through the competition.
And just like that, a cash box changes hands, and it's snagged by the ultra rares. The ultra rare set things in motion. Quick reflexes after that attempted cash-out heist. Nice interception. The mighty are down again. Another team-wipe misfortune.
Scotty, someone meddled with their might.
The mighty just made their return to the arena.
They're back after that wipeout, and the ultra rares may be in their sights. Job well done by the ultra rares. A vault just spawned. Let's see who takes a crack at it first. We just passed the halfway point, and I'm really impressed with the team so far, June. That's for sure, Scotty. Keep your eyes glued on this epic battle.
The Vogues are opening Vault 3.
Cover me. Back in play.
The Vogue swooped up a cash box. And the Ultra Rares are carrying a cash box now. This could change the outcome of the match, folks.
fun if it weren't so cliche.
Took a hit.
The mighty are re-entering the arena. Cash out in progress. The ultra rares are making it happen. Impressive steal by the Vogues.
Now that's how you play to win this game show.
The ultra rares are re-engaging.
A contestant is collecting eliminations one after another.
Back in action. Gotta reload.
Top in the match. And with that, we'll see you next time at the finals. the powerhouses, the live wires, and finally, the boundless. Watch closely, folks. They're ready. The boundless breakthrough, opening Vault 1.
We've got our first elimination. Now the mind games and strategic plays will really start to take center stage.
And not even a polite hello before they got started.
Well, Scotty, sometimes actions speak louder than words. Team wipe is in and the arena is buzzing.
First cash out underway.
Charge is set. Throw smoke. Breach charge planted.
The powerhouses are re-engaging.
Getting you back! Okay, let's go! Explosives deployed! Ready to detonate! Moving, follow me! Smoke down!
What a way to open the match. The Boundless land the first cash out.
Reviving here! Reloading! Reloading!
The live wires are powering through, opening Vault 2. Yikes! Team wipe for the live wires.
They sure got zapped.
The live wires are re-entering the arena. The live wire swooped up a cash box. The Boundless got hold of a cash box. A setback for the powerhouses. They're down again.
They've been knocked down to their foundation.
The powerhouses just respawned at full strength.
Opportunity for retaliation, I say. Will it be backlash for the Boundless?
The Boundless will need to reboot. Team wiped. The Boundless are re-entering the arena. Impressive steal by the powerhouses. Have respawned. Let's see how they bounce back. Another shocking wipeout for the live wires.
It's lights out for now.
Fastest to bank the funds. And we'll walk away victorious. Thanks again to our sponsors and to our viewers at home. shock and awe, the overdogs, and finally, the high notes. All eyes on the arena. It's go time. Welcome to Quick Cash. Our contestants will need to gather the cash faster than the rest. If they hit the goal first, they can bask in glory.
That's right, Scotty. This is going to be a nail-biter.
The high notes are prying into Vault 1. The high notes got the cash box.
Here we go, Scotty. The teams are getting to know each other out there. And by that I mean we have our first elimination.
The battle lines are drawn.
And may the best team cross them on their path to victory.
A decisive move by the high notes. They've initiated the first cash out.
Charge deployed. Charge loaded. Placing an explosive.
A devastating first team right just occurred.
I'm reloading. Hold on. I'm back.
The overdogs have returned to the arena. In the match, the high notes land the first cash out.
Reviving. Took a hit.
The high notes will need to try again. Team wiped.
They lost their rhythm and they paid for it.
The overdogs are rising to the challenge. They're opening Vault 2. The Overdog swooped up a cash box. The Overdogs just made their return to the arena.
Taking damage!
Another team wipe for the Overdogs. They're off their game today. The High Notes swooped up a cash box. We've got the Overdogs returning to the arena.
They'll be aiming for payback. And as for the High Notes, better watch out. A contestant is weaving through opponents.
The Overdogs are going for it. Cash out initiated.
Reloading! Get down! Taking damage. Smoke grenade out. We're getting you back up. Creating a smoke screen. Hold on to your respawn credit. Honey, I'm home. Smoke grenade out.
Impressive steal.
Someone made.
Back on your feet. Back to that, taking damage.
The midpoint is here, and the stakes are climbing higher.
Stakes couldn't be higher.
There's even more money on the line thanks to a new vault arriving. The Overdogs stumble again. Another team wipe.
Lost some mark in their life. They're done.
The Overdogs are standing proudly on their hind legs, unlocking Vault 3. Grabbed a cash box. Out started by the Overdogs. They'll have to start again. The high notes are re-entering the arena. See how this unfolds. An excellent economic forecast in the arena as we've got a new vault. The Overdogs have been wiped out once more. One of our contestants is having fun with our destructible environment today.
Gotta reload.
We've got action at Vault 4. The high notes are opening it. The shock and awe picked up a cash box. Heists are back on the scene.
Well, this is quite a surprise. Our game show event has transformed the arena into an arcade-like battleground complete with descending aliens.
The shock and awe are making waves as they gain ground. Winners in this unexpected game show event.
Reloading! Reloading!
The performance is off key again for the high notes. Team down. The high notes just made their return to the arena. Just 1 minute remaining.
Every second counts.
Gotta reload!
We still have 30 seconds remaining.
Concentration is key in these idle moments.
The shock and awe surged to the forefront in the match and stormed their way to triumph. Congratulations to our rising stars. viewers, our contestants are about to light up the Las Vegas Strip with high-octane action. All right, the Mighty, the Big Splash, the Vogues, and finally, the High Notes. And they are off.
It's dark out with reduced visibility, but it's not bedtime for our contestants. At least not yet.
Welcome to a flawless arena, folks. How long until it's anything but? Vogue's getting ready to pile into Vault 2. The Big Splash are unlocking Vault 1.
Contestant down, and with with that, we have our first elimination of the match.
This might get crazier than I expected.
A little crazy is good. Let's see how this unfolds. The match has its first team wipe, and it's one for the books.
They've been wiped out.
Great move by the Big Splash. First cash out started. The high notes will need to come back from that wipeout.
They were out of tune with success, Scotty.
Wiped out.
The Big Splash are leading the match. What a way to open the match. The Big Splash land the first cash out.
The Big Splash are maintaining great discipline and fluid teamwork.
The Mighty completed a cash out. The high notes can't keep the rhythm. They've been wiped out again.
Not exactly a resonating success this time.
The Big Splash are applying pressure to Vault 4. The Vogues are back in vogue. Team respawn.
After that earlier altercation, the high notes should probably stay on high alert.
The Big Splash picked up a cash box. Showing their strength. As we cross the midway mark, there's no
I can feel the energy in the air, Scotty. This is going to be unforgettable.
The Mighty swooped up a cash box. Oh boy, the Vogues will strut their stuff on the sidelines for a bit. Another team wipe.
Good posture, too.
The high notes are prying into Vault 3. Strong moves from the Mighty as they set things in motion. The Vogues have respawned. Let's see how they bounce back.
We could see a bit of tit for tat if they meet the big splash again.
The high note swooped up a cash box.
Contestants adapt to the sky being a threat now. A contestant has hit a streak, eliminating opponents one by one.
With our Meteor Showers event still active, our contestants are coping with the universe, throwing them a fiery curveball as well.
Jump pad ready.
Impressive steal by the big splash.
We're at the end of this game show. What a spectacle.
Fashion fades, folks. The Vogues will have to regroup again from a team wipe.
Wind down.
The Vogues are slipping behind. They'll need something big to catch up. Another vault has surfaced. Let the chaos unfold.
I'm re-
To show the world what they're made of.
It's all about hard.
The mighty are back. We're in the final 30 seconds. It's all or nothing now.
Let's see who can rise to the occasion.
Cash box is now under their command.
Reloading.
The high notes are back in play.
They look enthusiastic. The Vogues will want to stay clear of them or be ready to face the payback.
Ten seconds. The mighty scored a mighty round for the win. They'll be the ones to topple in the next match.
And let's not forget the big splash. They've earned their position in the next match too.
shock and awe, the kingfish, and finally, the powerhouses. Unleash our contestants. Prepare for a whirlwind cash dash in Quick Cash. The team that secures a big enough stash first will triumph.
Right on the money, Scotty. Speed is key.
Vault 1 is being unlocked by the shock and awe.
That's our first elimination. Our contestants clearly mean business today, Scotty.
This is what it's all about, partner.
Couldn't agree more, Scotty.
The shock and awe got the cash box.
Enemy down.
First team wiping the bag, and it's a highlight.
Signs of me a bit too tight.
The shock and awe are stepping up. First cash out live.
I'm reviving.
Okay, let's go.
Aggressive steal for the kingfish.
Aggressive and impressive.
A bad break again for the powerhouses. They'll want to recharge.
Reloading.
Buddy, hit the good.
Awesome steal by none other than the shock and awe.
Will there be consequences, Scotty?
What a way to open the match. The shock and awe land the first cash out.
A truly unbelievable scene in the arena, Scotty.
Vault 2 is being uncorked by the powerhouses. The powerhouses got the cash box. The powerhouses have respawned.
Looking hungry. The shop and door should expect some retaliation.
Fantastic steal by the shock and awe.
Watch out, flag!
Look at that steal by the powerhouses. Powerhouses keep the momentum going. There's a fresh vault up for grabs. The tension is rising.
Reloading.
The shock and awe stun the crowd, opening Vault 3. The powerhouses are back.
I sense some payback coming after that team wipe earlier. Watch out, the shock and awe. Teleport.
Scooped up a cash box. And the Kingfish just got hit by another wave. Misfortune loves a target.
They're floundering, Scotty.
Gotta reload!
The shock and awe have commenced a cash out. The Kingfish have returned to the arena.
A classic comeback. The shock and awe better get ready for the fallout.
Fantastic steal by the powerhouses. As we pass the halfway point of the match, you could cut the tension with a knife, or an assassin's dagger, or a cheese slicer.
This is intense.
Reloading!
Another outage for the powerhouses as they get wiped again.
This round is becoming a bit of a fixer-upper for them.
Can you believe it? Equal footing for all our teams. This is where legends are made. The stakes jumps with a new vault on the field.
Reloading! Taking damage! Throwing stun grenade! Taking damage!
The Kingfish are trying to rule the waters, unlocking Vault 4.
I'm reloading!
The Kingfish swooped up a cash box. As they suffer a new team wipe.
They'll need to learn to swim with the sharks out there.
We've got the Kingfish returning to the arena. The Powerhouse has grabbed a cash box.
Back in play.
The Powerhouses are back in play.
I recognize that bunch. They have a bone to pick with the Kingfish.
It's all speed and precision as the Shock and Awe take charge.
I don't know what to say, but, it looks like this game an unexpected turn.
Take damage! Enemy down!
The Kingfish just seized a cash out with authority. Our contestants need to hurry up. 1 minute left.
The teams need to push hard to secure their victory.
Great move there by the Powerhouses, stealing that cash out. Folks, misery loves company. The Kingfish will have to regroup again.
Looks like this was the one that got away from them.
30 seconds to go, folks.
Scotty, you're not feeling the pressure more than our contestants. Turned up the amps to register an electrifying win. Thanks again to our sponsors and to our viewers at home.
Beaming to you live from Las Vegas, the City of Lights is about to witness some electrifying battles as our contestants take center stage. Now, the Socialites, the Tough Shells, the Powerhouses, and finally, the Mighty. It's time to bring the heat.
Torrential rain has turned the arena into a noisy battlefield, perfect for those who thrive in unpredictable conditions.
For once, our arena hasn't been shaken or stirred. It's a straight-up playing field for this round. Pushing into the
There's no turning back now. Our first kick the match into high gear.
The battle lines are drawn.
And may the best team cross them on their path to victory. There's our first team wipe, and it's not a pretty one.
They'll have to respawn and take shots.
The Powerhouses will need to try again. Team wiped.
They couldn't keep the roof from caving in on their game plan.
Pushing back into the arena with all their might, it's the Mighty Team Respawn.
Retaliation is about to hit hard. The Tough Shells need to get fortified.
The Tough Shells have kicked off the action. First cash out attack. The Socialites kick things off with precision. Cash out initiated. out. The mighty are back on the scene.
Time for a little revenge. The socialites better be prepared.
The tough shells have cracked the competition and claimed the lead. That's how you protect your earnings, folks. Well played. Slightly less than a mighty performance from the mighty. They're down again.
The mighty have been wiped out.
The socialites' confidence pays off. Cash out complete. The powerhouses are back in the arena, folks.
I bet they're out for revenge. If I were the socialites, I'd be on the lookout.
The tough shells picked up a cash box.
Gotta reload.
Eliminations are piling up for a contestant out there. Let's see how far they can take it.
Is rising by the minute.
Right you are, Scotty. There's no time for a break, as anything could happen in an instant.
Tough plays from the tough shells. Cash out underway. The powerhouses have returned to the arena. The mighty swooped up a cash box. Socialites!
That was unexpected.
The mighty are keeping it strong. Cash out in motion. The tough shells have returned to the arena.
They're ready to splash the party. Looks like the socialites can expect a knock on the door. Giant burning stones hurtling at you from above are easy to dodge, right?
Cash out steals. Getting his pass by a contestant. That's how you play. Our contestants are learning that it's not just a cold shower that will wake you up. A meteor shower will do the trick too. A setback for the powerhouses. They're down again.
Scotty, even the best come grinding to a halt. Back-to-back cash outs for the socialites. Can they even be denied top spot after that?
Jump on here.
And there's another vault available for our cash-hungry teams. us a habit. Team wipe again.
And with that, they've gone from will to Natamite, and that's a grammar jank, Scotty. That's back-to-back-to-back cash-outs for the same team.
A new vault, that's a new chance for a new dance and for a new romance. Here we are, down to the final 30 seconds.
The clock is ticking and the teams need to step up. We're heading into overtime. Who will walk away with the victory?
The Tough Shells have commenced a cash out. Return to the arena for the powerhouses. The socialites will need to reboot. Team wiped.
Time to trade those party shoes for combat boots.
The finish line is near. Only 30 seconds left.
This is the final sprint.
Seconds. The spotlight is on the socialites after taking top spot this round. Let's see if someone can crash their party in the next match.
And a shout out to the Tough Shells, who have also qualified.